Today's video, I'm going to help you decide when it's time to sell a stock. I'm coming at you from Medellin, Colombia. I didn't want to film in my Airbnb anymore, so why not explore while I'm out here? My husband works in baseball, so he came, I tagged along, and I'm just working abroad. So anyway, how do you know when it's time to sell stocks? Before we get into it, if you haven't bought your first stock yet, take a look at this video. I walk you through how to buy your first stock. Warren Buffett says to buy a stock at a good value with the intention of keeping it forever. This is really difficult. We see those stock prices move, our emotions get involved, and then it's like, what do I do? So here's how to handle that. First of all, take a lot of thought and consideration when you do decide to buy a stock. Don't buy it because your neighbor said it was good or whatever. Just do some research and use TipRanks for that. It's a pretty helpful tool. Again, it's in that video that I just mentioned and I'll link it below. But when you're buying a stock, think of it from a point of view as like 1 year out. The idea of holding it forever, that's nice, but also there could be other things that have a better investment opportunity that we want to explore. And we only have so much funds to work with. When you buy a company, buy it with the intention of at least holding it for 1 year. Lifetime, yes, of course you want to think of companies that aren't going anywhere. Realistically, let's think 1 year out. So what happens over this year? So you buy your stock because you believe it's going to do XYZ thing over the year. Give it a chance to do that. There's going to be so many things that happen throughout the year. There's going to be news that comes out, drama that happens to the stock, sales are going to be down, sales are going to be up. Like there's going to be so many things, and you can't get emotionally involved with these things because they're all fleeting, temporary, they happen throughout the year. Look at first what your stock did over the last 12 months so that you know kind of what to expect over the next 12 months. The stock will probably move very similarly. If it went like this a lot, it will probably do the same in the coming year. But hopefully that trend was upwards, right? With maybe some downs, but overall, it ended higher. If not, maybe it ended lower and it's a good value point to buy. But don't make that decision to sell because it's gone down, because you made a decision that this company was good and you valued it for certain reasons. So just hold it, be patient, and after a year, reassess what that business has done, if it's achieved what you thought it would achieve, if it still has growth potential over the next year. See if there's some major changes that has happened for the company. If not, if there's still a lot of growth opportunity and it's still a good company that you still buy products from, that you still believe in, then just hang on to it. But let's say the company got a new CEO, you don't really believe in that CEO's values, or maybe they've done some shady things in the past. So you might say, you know, I think my money will be best placed somewhere else with another company, because there is opportunity cost, right? If you're sticking with one company, you're giving up on another company. You want to keep that in mind too. The other thing to consider is if you at least hold it for a year or longer, your taxes that you pay on any gain is going to be lower. So at least holding it for that 1 year time frame allows you to take advantage of lower tax rates. And then also when you're selling, you're going to have a tax bill on the gain. So is it worth it to sell and pay the tax in order to get into something else, or would it just be better to keep it all together? So those are some things to consider when deciding when to sell your stock that you've bought. Next week, I'm going to be covering what does going public mean and what is a stock dividend. Be sure to subscribe. This month is all about education. Next month, we're going to get more into the emotional sides of money and the relationship sides of money, like how to work with your partner on your finances, how to talk to your kids about your finances, and how to kind of deal with your own financial struggles. So see you in the next video. Bye.